Welcome friends, this is Dr. Mamta Jagannath Jirathi. This is my YouTube channel Dr. Mamta's Educational Plex. Friends, please like, share and subscribe my channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do it earlier. Kindly press bell button so that you can get notification of upcoming videos. So, in this video, we will discuss about depreciation accounting. In our earlier video, we have seen the basic concepts and the basic terms associated with our depreciation accounting. In this video, we will give our focus on two methods of depreciation, that is fixed installment method and diminishing balance method. Firstly, we will discuss about fixed installment method. This method is also known as straight line method, equal installment method or original cost method. These are the several names associated with the same term, that is it may be called as fixed installment, it may be called as original cost, or it may be known as equal installment and straight line methods. Fixed installment method is a method where a fixed amount of depreciation is charged every year. Depreciation is same for each year throughout the life of that asset. In short, we can say that depreciation is charged on the original cost of asset at the same percentage every year. Now, how to ascertain annual depreciation under fixed installment method? For calculating depreciation, we have a formula for this. Here I have given the formula: depreciation is equal to cost of the asset minus estimated scrap value divided by estimated life of the asset. Let us understand this formula with a simple example. If the cost of the asset is rupees 51,000 and the estimated value of scrap is rupees 1,000 and the estimated useful life of that asset is 10 years, then annual depreciation will be rupees 5,000. Here I have given this example into the converted into the formula also. Here we have written, as we have formula with us. Firstly, we have to write down the amount of cost of asset. The amount of cost of asset is 51,000 minus estimated scrap value, it is 1,000 divided by estimated life of the asset, which is given 10 years. After calculating, we get the answer of rupees 5,000. So depreciation is 5,000. This is very simple formula, friends. By this formula, we can ascertain our annual depreciation. These are the accounting entries under fixed installment system. When provision for depreciation is given, the entries are different, and when the provision for depreciation is not given, the entries are different. Let us first see when provision for depreciation is not given or when provision for depreciation is not maintained. At that time, we have to enter our entry of depreciation in depreciation account debit to asset account. And for the transfer of depreciation, we have to make the entry, that is, we have to transfer our depreciation to profit and loss account. Then the entry will be profit and loss account debit to depreciation account. Likewise, when provision for depreciation account is maintained, at that time the entry for depreciation becomes depreciation account debit to provision for depreciation account. Here the provision for depreciation account is separately maintained. At that time we have to credit this account, and when the transfer for this depreciation is to be made, then the entry will be profit and loss account debit to depreciation account. Let us proceed to our another method of depreciation, that is diminishing balance method. Diminishing balance method is a method in which depreciation is charged at fixed percentage on the diminishing balance of the asset. Thus, the amount of depreciation goes on decreasing every year. In short, we can say that in this method, the depreciation is charged on the opening balance of asset every year. Diminishing balance method is also known by various names. This is known by reducing balance method. This can also be known as written down value method and declining balance method. Like fixed installment method, diminishing balance method also has several names. How to ascertain annual depreciation under diminishing balance method? Here I have given one simple example. If the cost of the asset is rupees 10,000 and the rate of depreciation is 10%, then the depreciation at the end of first year under diminishing balance method will be rupees 1,000. As on rupees 10,000, 10% depreciation comes to 1,000. Now, at the end of second year, it will be 10% on rupees 9,000. As our cost of asset was rupees 10,000, we have provided 10% depreciation for the first year. Now, the opening balance of our asset in next year will be 9,000 rupees. So, we will provide depreciation on 9,000 rupees, that is on diminishing balance. So 10% on 9,000 becomes rupees 900. So for the second year, depreciation will be rupees 900. At the end of the third year, it will be 10% on rupees 8,100. Now for second year, the amount of asset was rupees 9,000 and second year's depreciation amount was rupees 900. So the difference amount is rupees 8,100. This is the diminishing value of our asset. Now we will provide our depreciation on this diminishing value, that is on 8,100. So depreciation for third year will be 10% on 8,100 rupees, which comes to rupees 810. And so on, we will calculate our depreciation up to the years for which we want to calculate. Accounting entries for diminishing balance method are same as fixed installment method. We have seen it earlier. Now, I have given one illustration here. We will see this example under fixed installment method. We will solve this example. This is a very simple example. As I told, whenever we have to calculate any accounting problem, we have to thoroughly go through the problem. We must read carefully our given problem. In this problem, we will read our information first. Rathi Company Limited purchased on 1st July 2016 a second-hand plant for rupees 25,000 and immediately spent rupees 4,000 on its repairs and rupees 1,000 on its erection. See, Rathi Company has purchased one plant. They have purchased second-hand plant for rupees 25,000 on 1st July 2016. And on it, they have immediately spent rupees 4,000 for repairs and 1,000 for the erection. Now, this amount of repairs is treated as installation charges, though it is termed as repairs, but we have purchased second-hand machinery and these repairs, repairs on this machinery before installing or before using into our business organization is treated as a cost of our plant. On 1st October 2016, they purchased an additional plant costing rupees 10,000. On 1st July 2018, the plant acquired on 1st July 2016 was sold for rupees 16,000, and on the same date, a new plant costing rupees 20,000 was purchased. Depreciation was charged at 20% per annum on original cost of the asset. Depreciation is charged at 20% and they have said that it is charged on the original cost of the asset. It means that this problem is associated with fixed installment method. Books were closed on 31st December every year. Routine repairs in 2016, 2017 and 2018 amounted to rupees 200, 800 and rupees 1000 respectively. Show the plant account for the 3 years. So friends, this is our problem. In this problem, very first we will write a solution on 1st July 2016. Now we have to maintain our books from 1st January 2016 and from this date up to 3 years. So we will first write our new purchase. You can see here on 1st July 2016 we have written to bank account. We have to open plant account. Here two sides are given, debit side and credit side. So on debit side we will write to bank account as we have purchased a new plant into our business organization. This plant has been purchased on 1st July 2016. Now the cost price of plant was 25,000 rupees plus 4,000 rupees which are paid for the repairs and immediately paid, so it is treated as an installation charges, plus 1,000 are paid for the erection charges. So the total amount of our plant purchased becomes 30,000 rupees. So we have written here on 1st July 2016 to bank account 30,000 rupees. They told that on 1st October 2016 they purchased an additional plant costing rupees 10,000. Let us make this entry also. So on 1st October 2016 the second head to bank account is written here, amounted rupees 10,000. This is a next purchase in this year. So as we know, we have to provide 20% depreciation on our asset. So after considering the purchases, we have to close the account for this year. So before closing the account for this year, we have to provide depreciation for this year. So we will provide depreciation for this year. So depreciation for this year on our first plant, that is on 30,000 rupees for 6 months, as plant is installed on July month, in July month. So for 6 months depreciation will be 3,000 rupees, and our second machine which was installed on 1st October, amount of the machinery was 10,000 and machinery is used for 3 months only, so we will provide depreciation for 3 months. So on 10,000 for 3 months rupees depreciation becomes 500. So the total depreciation for the year 2016 is rupees 3,500, which we have written on the credit side. So let us close this account for this year. Debit side is more than credit side, so we will total debit side first. Total amount is 40,000. The balancing figure is rupees 36,500. This is the balance carried down for this year. So this balance should be take forward in the next year. So in next year on 1st January 2017 on debit side we will brought down the balance. So we have written to balance brought down 36,500. In this year we have not purchased any plant and we have not sold our existing plants. So in this year we have not made any transaction regarding our asset. So we will close this account for this year. Before closing this account we have to provide depreciation for this year. So at the end of the year we will provide depreciation, that is on 31st December 2017. Depreciation will be provided on the original cost of the business of our asset, that is 40,000. Our asset was of rupees 40,000. So 20% is our rate of depreciation given in our problem. So we will provide depreciation on 40,000 rupees at the rate 20%, which comes to rupees 8,000. Here again debit side is more than credit side, so we will total up debit side first. 36,500 is our total amount. Now the balancing figure is of rupees 28,500 at credit side, which is the balance carried down for the year 2017. Now this balance will be brought forward in our next year, that is 2018. So on to 2018 debit side, 1st January 2018 we will write to balance brought down 28,500. Friends, let us go to our problem once again. They have told us that on 1st July 2018, the plant acquired on 1st July 2016 was sold for rupees 16,000, and on the same date a new plant costing rupees 20,000 was purchased. Now we have to give these heads into our solution part. On 1st July 2018 we have to sell our plant which we have been purchased on 1st July 2016. Now this plant was sold for rupees 16,000, so we will write this entry here first. On credit side, 1st July 2018, by bank account I have specified here sale because this entry is made for the sale, we can understand by this. So by bank account the amount of sale is written here, that is the plant was sold for rupees 16,000. On the same date the new plant was purchased on 1st July 2018, so we will write this entry on our debit side as we are purchasing a new plant. So here we will write to bank account, into bracket I have given purchase, so another plant for rupees 20,000 is purchased on 1st July 2018. Friends, we have sold the plant of 2016 on 2018. The cost of plant was rupees 30,000, which we have sold for rupees 16,000. Now we have to see whether we have made this transaction in profit or we have suffered loss in this transaction. So for this purpose we will write a working note for the loss or profit on sale. We will find out what we do in our transaction, whether we are suffering loss or we are getting profit. So firstly we will write cost of the plant sold. Now our cost of our plant was rupees 30,000. So the original cost of our plant was rupees 30,000. Now we have to less depreciation for 2 years. Now here we have to understand, we have given depreciation for 2 years as the plant was purchased on 1st July 2017. The depreciation for these 6 months became 3,000 rupees. The depreciation for the 2017 for full year is of rupees 6,000. So for earlier 6 months it becomes 3,000. For next full year it is rupees 6,000. In total rupees 9,000. Now in 2018 we are selling our plant on 1st July, that is we have used our plant for another 6 months. So the depreciation for another 6 months becomes 3,000 rupees. So the total depreciation is 3,000 plus 6,000 plus 3,000 becomes 12,000 for 2 years. So we have used this plant for 2 years and the total depreciation for this plant is rupees 12,000. So we have to subtract this amount from our original cost. So the book value on our date of sale becomes 18,000 rupees. Now we have sold our plant at rupees 16,000 rupees. It means that we have sold our plant in loss, that is 2,000 rupees. We have suffered loss of rupees 2,000 on our plant. So we have to write this loss on our in our plant account. So we have written at the credit side on 1st July 2018 by profit and loss account. As this is loss and loss is transferred to profit and loss account, so we have written by profit and loss account. Here I have specified loss on sale rupees 2,000 rupees. So this 2,000 rupees we have given here. Now in this year we have sold our older machinery and we have purchased our new machinery. Now all the transactions have been completed, so we will close the books for this year. So we will close down our account, but before we have to give depreciation for the year, for this year, that is for the year 2018. So at the end of the year we will give depreciation. So depreciation for our older machine for 6 months rupees 3000 will be given. Depreciation for our another machine of rupees 10,000 for the full year is given rupees 2000, and depreciation for the newly purchased machine which we have been purchased this year, so the depreciation for 6 months on this new machine becomes 2000 rupees. So in total our depreciation for year 2018 becomes 7000. So we have given 7000 rupees here. Again our debit side is more than credit side, so we will total our debit side first. Total amount is 48,500. Now the balancing figure comes to 23,500. This is the balance carried down for the year 2018. This balance we will brought forward in our next year. So on 1st January 2019 we will brought forward our balance, that is 23,500. Friends, in this way we can calculate our plant account. In this way we can give all the accounting treatments to our heads. We have given working note for the same. By this working note you can understand easily how we have calculated the amount, how we have suffered loss on the sale of our machinery, how we have calculated the depreciation for the selling machine. So friends, in this way you can easily solve the problem under fixed installment method. I hope this video will help you out in solving the problems of depreciation under fixed installment method. Friends, this is my genuine effort for you to understand the accounting problems and to solve these problems. Friends, I hope these videos will help you in understanding our accounting terminologies. So keep watching, stay tuned. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.